Live on YouTube, it's OEHL Hockey from the Beaver Valley Community Center and Arena in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada, for today's hockey game between the Shelburne Muskies and the Georgian Bay Applekings. Tonight's game is brought to you by Thornbury Clear Choice Pool and Spas. Come and visit their showroom at 4 Arthur Street West in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada. They are open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call 519-599-1154 or visit thornburyclearchoice.com for more details. Thornbury Clear Choice, Pool and Spas, pool cleaning made easy. And by Hometown Hall, your neighborhood spot for good drinks, local bites, and easy company. At Hometown Hall, we bring together craft beer, cider, and wine with snacks and stories from around Grey and Bruce County. Located at 49 Bruce Street South in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada. Closed Monday through Wednesday and open Thursday through Saturday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Sundays from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's first come, first served around here, so grab a spot, settle in, and let the good times roll. It's OEHL Hockey, live on YouTube from Thornbury.
Hello everybody and welcome in to the Beaver Valley Community Center and Arena here in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada for today's OEHL North Division contest between the 3-8-2 Shelburne Muskies and the 6-7 Georgian Bay Applekings. I am Andrew Rodgers, your play-by-play commentator for this afternoon's game here in the OEHL at the Rio Raji 21. Great to have you alongside us for today's hockey game. Last night, had the privilege of being in Portaugin at the Plex in Portaugin, Ontario, Canada, for the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks and Ripley Wolves, and the viewership was 700 plus. And at this point, it's the holidays. Everybody is extremely grateful and should be, and I am indeed extremely grateful for the viewership from last night. It was just unreal to see that number as high as it was, and cannot express my gratitude enough for everybody who's watched, as this is my final broadcast before Christmas. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Hopefully you have a happy holiday, and that it's safe and that you get to where you need to safely, all the above, and etc., etc. We will take you through the graphics that we have to show you before this evening's hockey game. We'll start with the games last night. There were supposed to be 4 of them. 3 of them were canceled. Dunnville was supposed to be in Elora. That was canceled. No makeup date has yet been announced. Over in the north side of things, Lucknow was supposed to be in Shelburne. That game was canceled. It has been rescheduled for Friday, January the 23rd at 8:30 in Shelburne. Minto was supposed to travel to Durham for an 8:30 start. That game was canceled. No makeup date yet announced. The one and only game, and I was at it last night, the Ripley Wolves, 9-2 now on this season. They've scored 72 times, only allowed 27. They are 8-2, defeating the top-seeded Saugeen Shores Winterhawks that now dropped to 9-3-2. They've scored 71, allowed 55, but yeah, 8-2. Saugeen Shores maintaining their 1-point advantage over Elmvale for top spot in the North Division standings. As we look at those standings now, we'll go to the south first. Seaforth with a 5-point advantage on Erin, Elora, and Petrolia. You have Tavistock at 14, Dunnville at 12, Milverton at 10, Tilsonburg at 8, and then Delhi at 0. Over in the north, we will look at the matchup here. So right now today, in the matchup that's featured here, you have the 5th-seeded Georgian Bay Applekings and the 7th-seeded Shelburne Muskies. Like I said, Saugeen Shores maintaining a 1-point lead over Elmville. Saugeen Shores 9-3-2, Elmville 9-3-1. Saugeen Shores 20 points, Elmville 19. Ripley right on their heels, 1 point back of Elmville for second. They are 9-2. Like I say, 2 games in hand on Elmville, 3 on Saugeen Shores. You have Durham at 8-2. They are 2 points back now of Ripley. Georgian Bay at 12, Minto at 11, They have 3 games in hand on pretty much everyone. Minto 11 points, Shelburne 8, Lucknow 7, Creemore 4. We'll look at the out-of-town score, the schedule for tonight. 4 games in the South Division. Gets underway at 7:30. Tavistock at Seaforth. You have Elora at Tilsonburg, 7:30. Erin at Dunville at 8 o'clock. And Petrolia at Delhi, also at 8. Over in the north, there are 3 games, including ours. You have Elmvale at Creemore at 7:30, and then Ripley travels to Lucknow at 7:30 as well. We're going to look at our rosters here. I've been able to do a lot of Shelburne Muskie games. I have a lot of familiarity with their squad, and here's how they line up this evening. Not dressed, not playing in terms of goaltenders is number 34, Gatlin Burt. The starting goaltender is number 29, Dominique Marquis. He is 0-1-0 on the season. And the backup tonight is number 30, Riley Hope. Not also playing is number 1, Chris Levine. Not playing, not dressed for the Muskies in terms of skaters tonight. Number 4, Devin Train. Number 8, Jake Stoneham. Number 10, Nick Hodgson. Number 14, Ty McCallum. Number 17, Matt Magoni. Number 26, Nolan Ritchie. Number 27, Tyler Ferreira. And a new addition to the roster is number 16, Andrew Benedetti. He makes his debut for the Shelburne Muskies on defense. Plays his first game of the season here tonight. Over on the Georgian Bay side of things, not playing, not dressed in terms of goalies is number 1, Aaron Weigel, and number 31, Jordan Elwood, the lone goaltender on the roster, and starting tonight is number 33, Alan Maneri. He is 4-4 on the season. Not dressed, not playing, number 4, Connor Long, number 7, Austin Ouellette, number 13, Matt Salaturo, number 15, Tristan Park, number 16, Noah Rowland, number 17, Mitch Good, number 26, Jacob Robitaille, number 27, Zach Bekele, number 77, Matt Amoff, number 83, Scott Dorian, and number 93, Jake Mortley. So that is your roster for the home Georgian Bay Applekings tonight here at the Beaver Valley Community Center and Arena. That will do it for our pregame stuff here at the Beaver Valley. Andrew Rodgers on the play-by-play here this evening from Beaver Valley Community Center and Arena in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada. It's going to be a great night. We'll update you on the scores as we get them, although all the action will start at 7:30, so I don't know if this game will go that long, but again, we'll keep you updated as we go along if we do get updates. But otherwise, this is the only game that matters currently, and it is between the 5th-seeded Georgian Bay Applekings and the 7th seed Shelburne Muskies. We will be back for the anthem and puck drop in a little while. Stick around, everyone.
Live on YouTube, it's OEHL Hockey from the Beaver Valley Community Center and Arena in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada, for today's hockey game between the Shelburne Muskies and the Georgian Bay Applekings. Tonight's game is brought to you by Thornbury Clear Choice Pool and Spas. Come and visit their showroom at 4 Arthur Street West in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada. They are open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call 519-599-1154 or visit thornburyclearchoice.com for more details. Thornbury Clear Choice Pool and Spas. Pool cleaning made easy. And by Hometown Hall, your neighborhood spot for good drinks, local bites, and easy company. At Hometown Hall, we bring together craft beer, cider, and wine with snacks and stories from around Grey and Bruce County. Located at 49 Bruce Street South in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada. Closed Monday through Wednesday and open Thursday through Saturday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Sundays from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's first come, first served around here, so grab a spot, settle in, and let the good times roll. It's OEHL Hockey live on YouTube from Thornbury.
All right. Welcome in to the Beaver Valley Community Center and Arena here in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada for today's North Division OEHL contest between the visiting 3-8-2 Shelburne Muskies and the 6-7 Georgian Bay Applekings. For the Shelburne Muskies, starting in goal is number 29, Dominique Marquis. He makes his second start. He is 0-1. Starting in goal for the Georgian Bay Applekings is number 33, Alan Maneri. He is 4-4 on the season. Short-handed bench once again for the Applekings, and well-traveled Shelburne Muskies team, who was supposed to play last night on home ice against Lucknow, but that game was canceled due to the ongoing weather. A lot nicer today than it was yesterday, and we'll play hockey here in Thornbury as we are underway here in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada. Shelburne's going to start with the puck in their own end, and they'll control it here. LaRue played it across to Keith Palmer. Palmer, number 13, skates out of his end, plays to the head. Weber tried to tip it in deep, couldn't, and now it'll be shot in by Kyle Burke, leading scorer of the Shelburne Muskies. He has 14 points. This will be played across, now into the middle, and here comes Mackenzie Fleming up the ice. He's got Keegan Hoover with him. Mackenzie Fleming shot just off the side of the net on the blocker side. Shelburne's going to pick up this puck, and that's Carter LaRue. LaRue skating out, plays it ahead to Palmer. They've been out here for a while now, this Shelburne Muskies roster, or line, excuse me. It'll be played ahead and tipped out of play by Weber as he's at the end of a shift. He'll go off, and the Muskies will make a change. This face-off, though, is going to come back to the Shelburne Muskies blue lines. Andrew Rodgers with you at the Real Raji 21. Thank you very much always for watching and continuing to watch and support. Run a Shelburne Muskies podcast called the Gone Fishing Podcast. 9 episodes in. If you haven't checked that out, please do. It's pretty good, I think. It's neat being able to interview the players. Applekings with the puck in behind the net, and it'll be played around to Jamie Wise, number 39. He'll play it into the middle. Corey Allen with the backhand, and Maneri makes the save. Allen to the side, and he plays it in front. It'll be picked up by the Applekings. Here's Reed Simmons with it now. Former Chalet Crusher shoots, glove save Marquis, and he'll hang on. So these are two teams both headed in the semi-opposite direction. Shelburne coming into the game riding an 8-game losing streak as Marquis makes that save through traffic. Shelburne hasn't won in 8, and the Georgian Bay Applekings have won their last 2 to get within 1 game of 500. And, again, this North Division is just so impressive. 4 teams in the North have 70 goals or more. Brought to the middle, no shot as it's back to the line here. GW King shoots. Off the end boards, it scores! Shot caromed off the end boards and came in, and we're going to get this waved off, I believe. The net was off in behind Dominique Marquis, and the goal will not count. Wow, how about that? Little controversy early on here. Looked like we're in for that kind of afternoon. Excellent. So Scott Hustwick would have had his first as an Appleking, but the net was deemed off before he put it home, and the score remains 0-0. Applekings with the pressure here. Blazer shoots from the line. Doesn't reach Marquis. Here's a shot saved, Marquis. It's still loose. It's to the corner. Good battle there. It's along the boards. It'll be played to the line, and it's going to come out. Blazer plays it back. GW King crosses center, dumps it in. Back to get it there is newcomer Andrew Benedetti, making his first appearance in a Muskies uniform. And here they come up the ice. Shot there, wide on the blocker side. It's going to carry him all the way out. Back in the Shelburne zone. Muskies trying to get it up the boards. It'll be kept in by the Applekings. No shot yet. Here's one. Marquis had to be sharp there as it's to the line. It doesn't get to DeCastro. That's Vincent. Here's a shot on Marquis. He makes the save. It's in some skates. Look out! I think Benedetti just shot that on his own goaltender. This is played to center. The Applekings will bring this ahead and shoot it into the Shelburne zone. Last time these two teams met was back in Shelburne, and the Muskies beat a shorthanded Applekings squad by a score of 10-7. Both teams drastically different from then. Owen Gwynn puts it in the middle out of the reach of Sims. Applekings will take control in their own end and play it up the boards. They have numbers. Here's Fleming with Bueller. Bueller had it go over his stick. Good chance for the Applekings there, but it went over the stick of Bueller. Here's Fleming again. Shoots. Tried to go short side blocker. Went high and wide. Fleming down low. Has a man, Simmons. I believe that was Simmons. Might have been Keegan Hoover. Here's a shot from the line. That hits a body, and it'll be deflected out by Shelburne. 16:22 to go here in the first. It's still scoreless. Georgian Bay had one waved off as well from Scott Huswick with the net off. So good pressure for Georgian Bay as Huswick turns and fires this puck in. Georgian Bay going to give chase. They can't get there. It's out of the zone. Applekings have it now at center. It'll be played ahead, intercepted, and here's Chris Weber. Weber into the zone, plays it in the middle to Burke. Can't get the shot away. Maneri deflects it to the corner. Palmer trying to play it down low. It's intercepted. Now it's back to the point. This will be played in. Palmer again. He gets it stripped away, but McGurk keeps it in. Weber has it. Backhands it down low. Good pressure here by Shelburne. Back to the line. There's a shot. Doesn't reach Maneri. Look out! It's shot up, and Huswick has a breakaway. Oh, he missed. Glove hand side. Tried to go high glove and just missed. Good chance there as he got in behind the Shelburne defense. Just put it wide. Approaching the 5-minute mark of period one, as this is going to be an icing call against the Applekings. And we'll get a face-off back in the Georgian Bay zone. What a chance there for number 91, Scott Huswick, who went in all alone and went high and on the glove hand side put it wide. Good crowd on hand here in Thornbury. Hi. You never know who you're going to run into. I don't know that person. Just saying. You never know. Face-off control by Shelburne in the Applekings zone, but Georgian Bay is going to come up with it and skate it out. Cross center and into the Shelburne zone. Here's a shot on Marquis. He makes the save, and he'll hold on. The thing about this arena that really trips me up is the curling circles. And the ice is huge. It's a big ice surface in comparison to some of the others. Yeah. But we're 5 minutes, 5 seconds into period one. Still looking for the game's first goal. Here it's won back by the Applekings. Here's a shot from the line, just wide, glove hand side. Kept in by Logan Blazer, alternate captain of Georgian Bay. It'll be played around. Sebastian DeCastro. Big check in the corner there as one of the Muskies players went down, and that's going to be an icing call against Shelburne. Slow to get up was number 91, Fraser Cocker. And it's back now into the Shelburne zone after that icing call. Applekings hockey here at the Beaver Valley Community Center and Arena in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada. Sponsored by Hometown Hall and Thornbury Pools and Spas. That's Clear Choice Pools and Spas. And terrific sponsors of the Applekings. In behind the net is Georgian Bay out with it. There's a shot on Marquis, makes the save. That was off of Fleming. Another one. That one goes wide into the far side. It'll be picked up by Nicastro. Will play it all the way down the ice. Does this have enough for icing? No. It'll be played by the Applekings in their own end, up the middle, and it'll be out. Fleming now has it in the Shelburne end, plays it back to Hoover. Now back to Fleming. He comes out from behind the net. Shot saved. Marquis. He had to look back for that. But good chance there for Fleming. And we'll get a whistle. Face-off will happen here in the Shelburne zone to the left-hand side of Dominique Marquis. Georgian Bay missing some key players out of their lineup here as they are thin on both sides of the ledger, the forward side and the defensive side. as Huswick will get thrown out of the faceoff and Reed Simmons will come in and take it. Simmons wins it back, no shot. It'll just be controlled by the Applekings. Here's a shot now, that goes off a stick into the netting, out of play. So good pressure there by the Applekings off that faceoff win. Huswick in on the faceoff. They're going to wave out the Muskies center there, and it'll be won back by the Applekings. Be played in deep, and Shelburne going to try and come up with it. Can't. Here's a centering pass. Look out! Scores! Applekings on the board first, courtesy of number 14, Reed Simmons is the beneficiary there. As he got that pass, he was all alone in front, and he connected. And that makes it a 1-0 game here for the Georgian Bay Applekings. Reed Simmons opens the scoring. That's his 4th goal of the season. Jamie Wise and Scott Huswick on the assist, number 39 and 91. Scoring plays Simmons from Wise and Huswick. This will be played ahead out of the reach of Sims. It'll be played in, and a big check there by Bradley Wells on Benedetti. It'll be picked off by Sims, shot wide, and it will be on the far side. Dakota Prentice back to get it for Shelburne. Prentice pressured there. He'll put it up the boards and out. It'll be shot in, and Sims will go after it for Shelburne. Here's Wells. He takes a check. Benedetti stepped into him. Expect the hitting to intensify as the game goes along, depending on the score too, of course. This will be played ahead. Now it's Keegan Hoover into the zone. He'll go in after it, leave it there. He'll take a check, but he'll get it back in the corner. Keegan Hoover back to the line. Kept in by Blazer. He'll play it in deep. Bueller after that, couldn't get there. And it'll be played out by Shelburne. Back into the zone. Applekings have it there, and Fleming's going to leave it for Bueller. And across the line, Bueller comes. Couldn't get the shot away. He was stick checked. Now it's off the boards to the line, no further. Shelburne trying to get this puck out, cannot. Fleming all alone in front. Gets the pass, still has it. Oh, this pass across was fanned on. What a chance for the Georgian Bay there. And this one is going to go down the ice. It's an icing call. Boy, what a setup for Mackenzie Fleming, and he knew it. That was a tap in if he would have gotten all of it. Hey, this place is cold enough. It doesn't need any more fan jobs. You know what I'm saying? That was funny. I thought of that, and I was like, that's a good one. This face-off will come up here in the Shelburne zone. We're here at the center, the Beaver Valley Community Center and Arena in Thornbury, Ontario. Here's Chris Weber with the puck. He'll skate it ahead. He'll put it in from his side of center, though. No icing, as Shelburne apparently beats that out, but Georgian Bay able to gain control of the puck. Now it's up to Jamie Wise. He almost took a check, but he evaded it. Here they come again. Blazer shoots, stopped by Marquis. McGurk, he couldn't get a hold of it. Wise in behind the net, tried to center. It's going to come to Palmer, and here he comes up the ice. 1-on-2, he goes to the backhand. Palmer in behind the net, still has the puck in the corner. Turns and fires it in behind the net. Going to be picked off, though, by Huswick, and he'll play it into the netting. I think that might have went off the stick of Corey Allen and out. 11:23 to go here in the first. Georgian Bay with the 1-0 lead, courtesy of number 14, Reed Simmons. Face off here to the left-hand side, Alan Maneri. Shelburne 3-8-2 coming in. Georgian Bay 6-7. There's a shot from the line. They score! A seeing eye shot from Carter LaRue. Finds the back of the net, and Shelburne has tied it here in Georgian Bay. Carter LaRue, a seeing eye shot that goes through a maze of bodies, and by Alan Maneri, you probably couldn't see it till it hit the back of the net. That's Carter LaRue with his 3rd goal of the season that makes it 1-1 here in the first. Big answer by Shelburne. as they're able to tie that up. Here they come again as LaRue goes to the net, but it's thwarted away, and now it's back to Aaron McGurk, number 7 of Shelburne. He gets pressured there, but keeps advantage of the puck, plays it ahead. Allen trying to go after it. It'll be in behind the net there, and Nicastro up there. He tried to get the puck in the corner, couldn't. Allen with the body check. Now it's played into the middle, and here's Neil Ross. He'll shoot it in. Ross playing in his second game of the season wearing number 8. Ton of players out there for Georgian Bay as they avoided there at almost a too many men call. Back in the zone as it's played over to Blazer. He'll play it ahead nicely to Hoover. Keegan Hoover in across the line. Has a man, Bueller, couldn't get it to him. Played ahead, Shelburne can't get away. Georgian Bay crosses center, plays it ahead. Keegan Hoover shoots it around. Bueller going after it in the corner. Georgian Bay trying to get control of it. Fleming has it. Looking to the middle. There's a pass to the line. Geisler shoots off a body. It's going to come out, and here comes Caruso. He's got a man going to the net. Shot! Just wide, blocker side. He had a man going to the net, and that was Danny Hervé. Look out here. Shelburne the other, or Georgian Bay the other way. Fleming can't get the pass. It was just over his stick. Chances at both ends as Shelburne and Georgian Bay go end-to-end here. Here comes Hervé up the ice, puts it across. Good pass, but Vincent DeCastro couldn't wheel that in. Takes his man down in the corner, gets away with an incidental trip there, and Applekings will take it in their own end. To the line, kept in by the Muskies. Battling for it there is Owen Gwynn, number 9. It's played around though. Georgian Bay's got control of it now, and they'll get this puck out. Reed Simmons, the Applekings goal scorer, going after, can't get there, and now it's across to Steven Sims. In across the line, dumps it in deep. Maneri's going to glove it off the end boards, and he'll just hold it there. Sims and Hustwick talking after the whistle. That's what you get in senior hockey buildings is 90s R&B. All that much dance music. Nostalgia overload. No, 97. Notorious B.I.G. That's about as white as a rapper as I get. Here they come in across the line, Georgian Bay with an opportunity. Here's a shot, good save, Marquis with the toe. Applekings keep it in the zone. They put the pressure on again. Hustwick at the line covering. Now to be played across to Ross. He'll shoot it toward the net. Hustwick there. Can't get a shot. Got to take it in deep. He'll go into the corner after it. Hustwick. He gets bodied. Keeps control of the puck though. They fight for it along the boards, and Shelburne's going to come away with it and play it into the neutral zone. Sims couldn't get control of the puck. Wise throws it into the middle. Blazers got it again. Has a man coming off the bench. And now it's going to be Logan Hoover playing it in deep. It's out of the reach, and Blazers going to have to get it on the half boards. Ross going towards the middle of the net, trying to get that pass in front, but can't. Cycling is the Applekings with this puck. Going to be played across. Wise throws it across, and it's wide. As Sims is going to pick this up, throw it into the middle. Almost intercepted there by Ross. But here comes the Muskies up the ice. Burke had it go away from him, though, and he'll go in after it. He takes his man to the boards. Another big check as Palmer keeps it in. Here's Burke. He couldn't get the shot away. Going to be kept in by the Muskies as it's played to the boards. Applekings trying to get it out. Can't. Weber. He has Palmer. Couldn't get it over to him. He was wide open if he did. LaRue trying to keep it in at the line. Can't. Now it's Weber with the puck. He'll come back in his own end with it as he's pressured there by, that would be 93, pressured there by 89, that's Bradley Wells. Here's a centering pass that's intercepted by the Applekings. Now it'll be given away and picked off again by Bueller. Bueller sends it in. Fleming's going to grab it in the far corner, pressured by Weber, who's been out there for a long time on this shift. 6:46 to go here in the first. 1-1 is our score. This one's going to split the defense and out into the neutral zone. It'll be played ahead. In come the Applekings again. Bueller's going to go after it. LaRue plays it around. This is going to be McGurk. He has Palmer, and he plays it ahead to him. Palmer in across the line. Plays it in deep, goes in after it with Corey Allen out there now. Allen trying to center it. Picked off by the Applekings, and they're going to turn it the other way. Keegan Hoover had to go off the skate and into the zone, and he's going to go after it, but he's going to peel to the bench instead. 1-1 is our score, 6:07 to go. Here comes the Muskies up the ice. It'll be played in and out of the reach of Nicastro. Maneri out to play it, leaves it there. This will be played across, and here comes Jamie Wise, number 39, up the ice. He'll go across the blue line, play it across. Simmons into the middle. No shot there for the Applekings as Allen gets it out. Nicastro has Corey Allen. It's a 2-on-1. Here's Nicastro. Shoots! Oh, he just missed, trying to get a rebound on the blocker side. Good idea there by Alejandro and Nicastro. As he gets tripped in behind the net going down, puck's away from him, and Jamie Wise picks it up. He'll play it across to Reed Simmons, the goal scorer for the Applekings. He'll shoot it in. Marquis leaves it there for Sebastian DeCastro. DeCastro, number 44, Shelburne, brings it up the ice. He'll play it across. Good pass there. And it's played into the middle by Caruso. Now it'll be played by the Applekings. They give it away, however, to Jamie Coover. He'll play it in around the net. Rive going to the net. Caruso in behind it. Centering pass. There's a shot. Rive. I think Maneri got a piece of that. Here they come up the ice, the Applekings the other way. It's going to come into the neutral zone, though. Blazer has it for Georgian Bay, puts it to Bueller. Evan Bueller plays it ahead, number 10. 28 points on the season for Evan Bueller, 8 goals, 20 assists. He trails Applekings leading scorer Mackenzie Fleming with 30. This one's toward the net. It'll be picked off, though, by Benedetti. He'll play it around, but he gave it away. Applekings steal it. Centering! Saved by, I think it might have hit the body in front of Benedetti. I don't know if it reached Marquis. Here comes Danny Rive up the ice. Number 11. He goes wide. Gets it to the front. He's just out of his reach. Benedetti has it. Number 16. Tries to put it in the middle. Does. Backhand on Maneri. He makes the save, and it'll hang on. Good pressure there by Shelburne as we have 4 minutes remaining here in period 1. A 1-1 game. Andrew Rodgers on the play-by-play with you here at the Beaver Valley Community Center and Arena, Thornbury, Ontario, Canada. Very beautiful Thornbury, Ontario, Canada. It's nice. The Blue Mountains. Just saying. And we get a whistle here. They'll do that face-off again. 3:57 now to go. To be won back by the Applekings. Jamie Wise has it now. He'll turn it and bring it into the neutral zone. Carry it all the way into the Shelburne end. Leaves. He had Huswick with him, and that one's deflected out of play. Face-off will remain in the Shelburne Muskies zone. Goal scorers, number 14, Reed Simmons, and number 19, Carter LaRue of Shelburne. Puck is played off a skate, and it'll be deflected to the line, kept in by Georgian Bay. Here's Huswick, shoots, saved Marquis, and he'll hang on. I know Scott Huswick personally. He'll take a lot of shots, and he'll shoot from anywhere, not afraid to shoot the puck, and thought he had his first as an Appleking, but the net came off. And it was disallowed, but he was able to get an assist on Reed Simmons' goal. So Hustwick on the board, looking pretty good here in the Applekings for his second game of the season, as this one is going to be an icing call by the Muskies. Trying to do a stretch pass there that failed to connect. We have a 1-1 hockey game here in Thornbury. A lot of other games as well. Most of them, like all of them, well, there's a couple games that start at 8, but the bulk of the games start at 7:30. Don't know if they'll get underway by the time we are wrapped here in Thornbury, but if they do, I will give you updates near the end of the contest. GW King shoots! Save Marquis. King putting everything into that one. And Marquis made the save. Last time I saw the Applekings was on the road against Lucknow. They won 10-5, and GW King scoring his first as an Appleking. There's a couple players in that game that scored their first goals. Keegan Hoover was one of them. GW King was the other. And I believe that was it. As this puck is out of the zone, but now they battle for it there. It's in the skates, and Bueller shoots, saved by Marquis. Now it's going to be Shelburne picking this puck up and bringing it ahead. It's across to Weber. He kind of received that awkwardly and had to play it back to DeCastro. He had his puck stripped away by GW King. He gets bodied, but he plays the puck ahead to Fleming. Fleming puts it ahead. It's in behind the net. Allen back to get it. Pressured there, and he loses control of the puck. Centering pass. There's a shot. Good blocker saved by Marquis. As a couple players go sprawling down in the corner. One of them slow to get up from Shelburne. Here's a shot from the line. That's deflected into the corner. I think Allen got in the way of that. And now it's Sebastian DeCastro going to pick it up. Number 44 bringing it ahead. He'll skate it to center, dump it in. 2:03 to go now here in the first, and it's 1-1. Last time these two teams met was back in Shelburne, a Shelburne 10-7 victory over Georgian Bay. This is ahead. Keegan Hoover, he'll shoot it in. You know that Georgian Bay is going to be dog-tired by maybe like halfway through the second period potentially. So this puck is played ahead. Shelburne with a lot more bodies on their bench, and they should utilize that. This will be Nicastro trying to keep it in, can't. As now it'll be Jake Belvedere with the puck. He tried to play it deep, couldn't. He gets beat, and here's Hustwick. He shoots, another save Marquis, and he'll hang on. Down to 1:23 to go here in the first. It's 1-1. Face off to the right-hand side of Dominique Marquis, who makes his second start for the Muskies this year. There's a shot from the line. Good save. He'll hang on. No rebound. Gatlin Burt of the Shelburne Muskies has played the bulk of the action, 2-7-2 on the season for the Muskies, who are 3-8-2 overall. And they haven't really gotten a whole lot out of the other goaltenders because they just haven't played. This puck is in behind the net. Centering! Stopped by Marquis as he was able to hold the post nicely there. But another good chance for Georgian Bay, who are definitely favoring in the shot department here in the first. This will be one back, Logan Blazer. He's going to try and shoot it toward the net. It was deflected away. Now here come the Muskies. They have a 2-on-1. Coover across to Caruso. On the backhand, couldn't get a great shot away, and it was stopped easily by Maneri. Now here comes Georgian Bay the other way. It's Jamie Wise playing it ahead to Fleming. Fleming to Bueller. Stopped by Marquis, and he hangs on. He followed that play nicely. Back to end-to-end rushes here as Coover played it across to Caruso, and he had to take that awkwardly on the backhand and couldn't finish. And but a good chance for the Shelburne Muskies line there. 49.1 now to go here in the first. Face off in the Shelburne zone to the left of Marquis. This will be one back by Shelburne. This is around. It'll be played by Keith Palmer. Palmer into the middle. Good pass to Burke. Burke put it across to Weber, who is hooked there from behind by Hustwick. Now it's Hustwick with the puck. He'll bring it ahead. Scott Hustwick in across the line. Puts it in on Marquis. Makes the save. Rebound available. Shot there by Simmons. Makes the save. It's loose. And it comes out the other side. This will be played off the glass and out into the neutral zone. 20 seconds now remaining here in the first. Applekings have it. Will play it ahead. Almost too many men for Georgian Bay there, which is hard to say for the shorthanded bench. Muskies have it. 10 seconds left in the first. And they're going to play it across out of the reach of Burke. It's going to be icing with 4.1 to go. One last face-off potentially coming up here will be in the Shelburne Muskies zone. This will come up to the right-hand side of Dominique Marquis. It'll be controlled and in behind the net, and that will do it. Oh, one last chance for Fleming, and at the horn, no damage done, and that will do it for period one. 20 minutes is in the books here in Thornbury. Applekings and Muskies tied at 1. Been a great hockey game so far. Look forward to the second. We'll be back for that in a little while. Stick around. You're watching live OEHL hockey on YouTube at the Real Raji 21. We'll be back for period 2. A little while. Stick around.
Live on YouTube, it's OEHL hockey from the Beaver Valley Community Center and Arena in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada, for today's hockey game between the Shelburne Muskies and the Georgian Bay Applekings. Tonight's game is brought to you by Thornbury Clear Choice Pool and Spas. Come and visit their showroom at 4 Arthur Street West in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada. They are open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call 519-599-1154 or visit thornburyclearchoice.com for more details. Thornbury Clear Choice, Pool and Spas, pool cleaning made easy. And by Hometown Hall, your neighborhood spot for good drinks, local bites, and easy company. At Hometown Hall, we bring together craft beer, cider, and wine with snacks and stories from around Grey and Bruce County. Located at 49 Bruce Street South in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada. Closed Monday through Wednesday and open Thursday through Saturday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Sundays from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's first come, first served around here, so grab a spot, settle in, and let the good times roll. It's OEHL Hockey, live on YouTube from Thornbury.
All right, folks, back in here for period 2. As Shelburne brings it in up the ice, as Palmer takes to the net, backhand, good save, Maneri. Muskies in the visiting all whites, while Georgian Bay dons the home maroon reds, and like I say, we're underway here in period 2. 1-1 is our score. This will be played out by the Applekings, but shot right back in by Shelburne. Excuse me. Hustwick picks it up for Georgian Bay. That's off the stick of Kyle Burke and into the zone. They battle for it down low. Simmons in the corner against McGurk, I believe. I can't see far into that corner there. It's a little out of my vantage point. Here's Huss. Here's his pass in deep. Save there as Ross was there looking for it, and Marquis has it, and he's going to hang on. Sorry. Face off here to the left of Marquis in a 1-1 game. In behind the net is DeCastro. He gives it away though, and here's Bueller. It's off a body. They still battle for it. The Applekings have it in front. Shot off the side of the net that time. Centering pass. Marquis had to be sharp as Shelburne finally gains control of this puck and gets it out. Jake Belvedere couldn't get it in deep. Fraser Cocker gets there and puts it into the Applekings zone. They're going to skate it across center. Geisler takes a hit and dumps it in. DeCastro bodied him as this puck is sent out. Now it's into the Muskies zone, no icing. Sebastian DeCastro up the ice, off the boards and into the neutral zone. Plenty of chances on both sides of the ledger, and this one's tipped in by Bueller, no icing. DeCastro plays it around as Corey Allen comes into the corner to get it. Allen plays it back into DeCastro. DeCastro's going to play it up out of the reach of everyone there, and Shelburne can't gain control of the puck. Now it's back, and Cocker's going to have to come back to get it. Fraser Cocker with it, number 91. He played it into skates, and now Sebastian DeCastro. He had Corey Allen there in support. He'll put it across. Allen back now. He'll bring it across his blue line and play it across. This one's tipped in, no icing. DeCastro after it. Long change for both teams here in the second period. As Belvedere is in there after it, he couldn't get it towards the front of the net for Caruso, and Caruso gets the puck now at center. He'll play it off the boards, out of the reach there, and Applekings in across the line, but they're offside at the blue line. Second period of action here at the Beaver Valley Community Center and Arena. Thornbury, Ontario, Canada. Andrew Rodgers at the Rio Raji 21. Live on YouTube. Great to have you watching. A lot of games today in the OEHL. They all start more or less at 7:30. A couple 8 o'clock games as well. And it's only about 6:20 now, so still a while to go before those get started. Here comes the Applekings out of their zone, and they'll bring it in across the Shelburne blue line. Here's Simmons. Shoots. Good blocker save, Marquis. Reed Simmons, really dangerous in this game. He's noticeable out there, number 14. Plays it across. Oh, look out! And thank goodness that went as high as it did, because otherwise that was heading for a fan. But that'll be deflected away. I believe the faceoff's going to remain in the Shelburne zone. It's going to be the left-hand side of Marquis. Here's a shot from the line. That one goes just wide as Danny Rivet comes up with it for Shelburne, trying to get it to the line and out. Coover took his man down. Shelburne gains control of the puck, however, and now it's going to come across. Up ahead, Caruso tipping it into the Applekings zone. Now it'll be played ahead. Caruso's going to tip it in. Coover's going to go to the bench for a change. Maneri plays it away. It'll come around to the other side as Owen Gwynn trying to get there. Can't. Back to the line. Here's a blast. That goes off a body in front. And Evan Bueller's going to turn and bring it up the ice for the Applekings. And across the line, goes to the backhand, tries to get to the net, can't. There's backhanded weakly wide as this one's now going to be picked up by the Muskies and skated out by Vincent DeCastro. Now it's Bueller in across the line. McGurk's going to be pressured there by Mackenzie Fleming. Fleming picks his pocket. Backhand up. Bueller scores! Mackenzie Fleming with the no-look back pass to Evan Bueller. Caught Dominique Marquis going the wrong way. And Bueller makes no mistake. And that's his 9th of the season. And the Applekings have a 2-1 lead. Great setup there from Mackenzie Fleming. And the Applekings are back in front.
Scored by number 10, Evan Bueller, assisted by number 8, Neil Ross.
Fleming and Neil Ross on the assists, and the Applekings lead it here 2-1. Weber turns, puts it ahead. Palmer to Weber, he can't get there. It's into the Shelburne bench, out of play. 15-12 to go here in period 2. Applekings now leading 2-1. Faceoff will come back in the Applekings zone. This time to the left-hand side of Alan Maneri. Weber to take the draw for Shelburne. Applekings control off the faceoff, and it's Geisler with it in the corner. He'll play it ahead. It's going to come all the way to DeCastro. He'll play it across to Fraser Cocker, number 91. Plays it across. Sebastian DeCastro. Play it ahead. Off a stick. Palmer's going to get in and go in across the line. He'll throw it in around the net. Burke trying to get there first, can't. Weber had to go off his stick, couldn't get a shot away, and now to be played out by the Applekings. Here's Logan Hoover, he'll throw it in. Around the boards it comes, look out! And almost too many men again for Georgian Bay as they were trying to complete a change. Look out! Burke almost got hit pretty good there by G.W. King, who stepped up on him, but he just kind of tipped it and let it go deep into the Applekings zone. Burke now in the corner. Centers, nobody home. Simmons is going to take control and play it ahead. Here comes Hustwick. Hustwick to the middle. Lost for Simmons. Back to Hustwick. Shoots, saved by Marquis. Nice little give and go there for Marquis, from Scott Hustwick and Reed Simmons. And Hustwick, I think he delayed just a little bit too long before he got that shot off, and nice save by Marquis. 14:07 to go here in period 2. Applekings leading at 2-1. Evan Bueller, the latest goal scorer that puts the Applekings ahead. Now it's going to be skated away by Dakota Prentice. He brings it in across the line, shoots, save Maneri. Now it's played into the middle. Simmons trying to get away. Belvedere on the back check, able to take that away from him, and Marquis is going to have it roll slowly to him, and he'll hold on for a face-off. .13:48 now to go here in the second period. 2-1 is the score for the Applekings. Belvedere plays it ahead. Trying to get it is Nicastro. He'll play it ahead out of the reach of Corey Allen. Belvedere trying to get to it, couldn't. Now it's back into the zone for Benedetti. Number 16. Nicastro picks it off, can't get the puck out, however, now he does. Puts it across, and Belvedere is going to go after it. Corey Allen going hard to the net, centering pass. Allen trying to get that loose, can't, and Maneri's got it. Good pressure here for Shelburne on this shift. 13:16 to go here in the second period. Offensive zone faceoff coming up here for Shelburne. One back, and it's Prentice who shoots. Saved by Maneri as he stuck a toe out to get that. It's ahead and out of the reach of Fleming. It'll be picked off, and Benedetti comes the other way on the backhand. Puts it toward the net, and Coover was out of his reach. Applekings going to get this puck out, and they're going to bring it ahead. It's a 3-on-2 and across the line. Here's a chance for a Blazer! Saved by Marquis. Good blocker save there. There's a backhand now. Oh, look out. This one's high in the air and it will jump out, and now here come the Muskies the other way. Caruso has Coover going to the net. Saved by Maneri, and a good one. Coover stuck his stick out to just get a piece, and Maneri had to be sharp. Face off here to the right-hand side of Alan Maneri here in the second period, 12:39 to go. This one's one ahead. It'll be backhanded toward the net by Coover, but nobody home for Shelburne. Up the boards now, and it's going to be the Applekings sending it ahead. Big body check there on Bradley Wells by Aaron McGurk. This is Carter LaRue. It'll be tipped ahead into the neutral zone. Played back by the Applekings into the Muskies zone. No ice. LaRue there. It comes around to Coover. He had to be quick with it. Now it's ahead, and taken down there was the Muskie player. I didn't see who it was. It was a tie up there, and here comes Logan Hoover. Hoover to the outside, trying to get to the net. Good poke check there by Marquis. Muskies trying to turn up the puck. They have some room. McGurk plays it into the zone, but it'll be quickly played out by Georgian Bay. Now it'll be Steven Sims in across the line, goes to the backhand. Sims checked in the corner, puts it to his man, centers to Reve. Sims again couldn't get it there, and Applekings able to skate it out of the zone. This is Jamie Wise up the ice, number 39. He is in the corner with it. Trying to keep it there. Applekings have it at the line. GW King to Hustwick. Hustwick across. He was looking for Reed Simmons. It was out of his reach. Simmons now in the corner as they battle for it. It's going to be picked up though by Shelburne's Owen Gwynn. Trying to play it up the boards and out, but Applekings keep the puck in. But now it's going to be played by Shelburne out of the zone. Across the line, here's Cocker, blasted wide on the blocker side. Applekings get it out, and back to get it is Burke. 10:52 to go, and here's Burke up the ice. Had that puck away from him there, and Applekings turn it the other way again. Fleming at the blue line, passes it across, deflected away there by Shelburne. And Fleming almost took it away from Keith Palmer, but up the ice he comes. Palmer to the middle. Trying to find a man waiting for a line change and puts it to the line. Here it's across to Sebastian DeCastro. He shoots, that's wide, blocker side. It's to the line, Cocker shoots! Wide on the blocker side, it's out of the zone. No icing as that just rimmed around the boards and out as Marquis forced to come out and play it. But it'll be played in deep by Fleming. Centering pass, here's a shot, scores! Bueller! Doubles down! Evan Bueller shoots it on the glove hand side from that centering pass and makes no mistake. And with 10:06 remaining, the Applekings have extended their lead. They lead 3-1 here in the second. Whoop. So for Evan Bueller, that's goal number 10 on the season. He's into the double digits. And it extends the Applekings lead, as mentioned, to 3-1. Applekings looking to get back to 500 here as they are 6-7 on the season. A couple of wins in a row for the Applekings. There's a big check there. And Dakota Prentice is going to go into the corner for it. For the Muskies, he can't come up with the puck. Big body check there on Logan Hoover, centering pass. Muskies able to come up with it, and they'll bring the puck out now. Here's leading scorer Kyle Burke. 14 points, shot, wide blocker or glove hand side. This will be played to the line and out. Burke again puts it to his man. That's Palmer back into the Muskie zone, and it'll be played by Burke and deep into the Applekings zone. Muskies trying to answer back here as they trail now by 2. Geisler plays it ahead. It's going to be into the zone, no icing. Beaten out there by the Applekings, centering pass, and Marquis got it, and he's going to hang on. Down to 9:07 here in the second. 3-1 now the score for the Applekings. Evan Bueller with a pair of goals to put us at 3-1. Face off there is going to be controlled by Georgian Bay. Back to the line. King. His shot reached Jamie Wise. Has it on the backhand. Goes to the forehand. Shoots. Save Marquis. Will be picked up there by Shelburne. And they're going to play it off the boards. Nicastro can't corral it. And that will be an icing call against Shelburne. A little too hot to handle for Alejandro Nicastro. 8:50 to go here in the second. 3-1 Applekings lead over the Shelburne Muskies. Muskies supposed to play yesterday at home against Lucknow Lancers. That game was canceled due to the weather and rescheduled for Friday, January the 23rd. There's a shot. Good save, Marquis. It's still loose off the body, and it's still in behind the net. They battle for it there. It's in! Pressure there, and the Applekings respond, and now it's Scott Huswick with his first as an Appleking. Number 91, he had one in the first that was wiped off after the net was dislodged. This one will count, and the Applekings extend their lead. It's 4-1. Scott Huswick with the goal. They're debating this at center ice here, and I don't know what the debate is. The Applekings are at center, and they're going to wave that one off too. Wow. Wow, that's 2 off the board for Huswick. I'm sorry, Scotty. Man, that's unfortunate. We probably won't even get an explanation. That's the unfortunate part. Nobody in Thornbury happy about that, especially Scott Huswick. But it's another one off the board, and it remains 3-1. Huswick goes hard to the net there, trying to get a centering pass. Applekings bring it right back into the zone and go after it. But now it's going to be picked up there by Shelburne, but given away. Applekings have it in their own end. They'll play it ahead. Huswick after it. Had a man. Here's a shot. Saved by Marquis. Centering pass. Shot, another save. It's in behind the net. Marquis with a couple big saves there. Shelburne really hemmed into their own end here. Be played around the boards. It's going to be picked off. There's a shot. It's scored. It's tipped in front. And this one will definitely count. Deflected home. And that one's going to be Neil Ross, number 8 of the Applekings, and that will make it 4-1. So Huswick has had 2 goals taken off the board, waved off both of them. And Neil Ross deflects that one from the shot from the line, and it gets past Marquis, and we're at 4-1 Applekings here in the second. Man, what a game. Vincent DeCastro plays it ahead for Shelburne, and Sean Caruso is going to go after it. Caruso takes his man in. It's played all the way into the Shelburne zone. It'll be played to the line. Simmons keeps it in. Centering pass. Marquis able to get there and make a save. 7:35 to go in the second period. And now we are at a 4-1 game. And you imagine at some point it's frustration for Shelburne, given the fact that they've come into the game and lost 8 in a row. This one's won back by Shelburne. Played in behind the net, but picked off by Georgian Bay. And it's going to be Jamie Wise. Had it stripped away by Caruso at the line. He's forced back into his own end, gives it away. Wise shoots and Marquis makes the save, and he'll hang on. Ice has really been tilted here in the second period as Georgian Bay has really controlled a lot of the offensive play and kept it buried in the Shelburne zone as they now lead it 4-1. Evan Bueller with a pair of goals and Neil Ross with a goal. This one's played on the boards, not moved out. Fraser Cocker takes a spill in behind the net and gives the puck away. Trying to get it, now he can't. Here's his shot on Marquis, who makes the save, and again, frustration all around at this point. 7:02 to go here in the second period, and it's 4-1. Face-off will be here in the Shelburne zone. Riley Hope is the backup for Shelburne tonight. And this will be shot from the line, deflected just wide and off the end boards, and Marquis takes the net off once again. In behind him. Tried to push off that post and just knocked it off. In behind him. That'll.
That post only come off at the other end they play on.
I know. So whistle here, and we'll get a face-off in the Shelburne end. This time it's to the right-hand side of Marquis. It'll be gone ahead and shot off the draw by Huswick off a stick of Shelburne and out of play. .6:55 to go here in the second period. Huswick waved out. Jamie Wise is going to come, I believe, or Logan Hoover in to take the draw. They tie up off the face-off, and Applekings have it. Huswick trying to find a man to pass to, can't. And it's going to be battled for along the boards, and now it's going to be played out by Owen Gwynn. And now look out. That was scary. One of the coaches almost taking that one. Little stray bullet there. That's what they call friendly fire. Not the kind you like to see, though. Outside the blue lines where this faceoff's going to come for the Muskies and the Applekings. Applekings leading 4-1 as Geisler picks this up and brings it in across the line. He'll go into the corner with it. Battled there by Aaron McGurk. To the corner, still controlled. Now it's picked up by Shelburne, and they're going to bring this puck out. Here's Burke down the wing. Burke centers off the skate. Oh boy, how did that not one get by Alan Maneri? That was a dangerous chance for Shelburne. Centering pass. Burke trying to get there ahead of it, can't. He's taken into the boards. Another big body check there on Geisler. And across the line comes the Applekings. Centers! I don't know how that stayed out. Wow. Yeah, right. Man, chances at both ends there. Kyle Burke for Shelburne at the one end put it off of the Applekings defender, and it almost ended up in the back of the net. But now it's now it's a face-off in the Shelburne zone to the left-hand side of Marquis. 5:59 to go here in the second period. Georgian Bay leading 4-1 as this puck is ahead. Here comes Chris Weber in across the line, shoots, save Maneri. And it'll be played out by Georgian Bay. This is going to have enough for icing, and it'll be whistled down. Face off there, controlled by Shelburne as they put it toward Maneri, and he's got it again. And he'll hang on. Applekings get a change in on this defensive zone face-off to the right-hand side of Alan Maneri. 4-1 is the score, 5:39 to go here in this North Division matchup between the 5th-seeded Georgian Bay Applekings and the 7th seed Shelburne Muskies, as McGurk got in front of his man who couldn't get away with that, and Weber plays it across. Palmer couldn't get control of the puck, however, and here comes the Applekings the other way. They're into the Shelburne zone. It's played off a stick, and they battle for it now in the neutral zone. Weber picks it up for Shelburne, plays it ahead. Burke had it bodied off of him, and Simmons plays it into the middle. He's bodied by Burke. And now it's Wise into the middle to Bradley Wells. Good save. Huswick, center, scores! What a pass from Scott Huswick to Jamie Wise, who makes no mistake. It's 5-1 for the Applekings. As 5 minutes left here in the second period, it's 5-1 for the Applekings.
First word by Jamie Wise, assisted by Scott Huswick.
And Cocker will bring it ahead and throw it right in on Maneri. He's going to drop it and play it away. It'll be played into the middle to Fleming. He's got Bueller 2-on-2 and across the line. Fleming goes to the backhand. He'll play it in the middle, out of the reach of everyone, splits everybody, and it's all the way back into the Applekings zone. Played across. Centered ahead, Fleming at the blue line. He's in, shoots, save, Marquis, good one. Fleming on the clear-cut break. And Marquis makes another save on Fleming. Good chances there for Mackenzie Fleming, but he can't put it by Marquis. Fleming now trying to go to the front of the net, can't get the pass. Allen in the corner, they battle for it. Now it'll be given away. Here's another chance, just wide. Might have grazed the crossbar. Kept into the Applekings, keep it into the Shelburne zone. Give it away, another save. Here's a pass in front. Net is off again, and we're gonna get a penalty call here, and I don't know who it's coming to. I really don't know who the penalty call is coming up to. It's a penalty to Shelburne. Corey Allen in the box. And Steven Sims, well, he went into the box, I'm not sure why, but Corey Allen's in the box for 2 for slashing. And it's the first power play of the hockey game in this one, and it belongs to the Georgian Bay Applekings with a 5-1 lead. Now Sims is in the box as well, so again, not sure exactly what the call is, but it could be a misconduct. Oh, 5-on-3, okay. That's what they're saying anyway. All right, so 2 penalties on the play to Shelburne. Steven Sims and Corey Allen in the box for the Muskies, and it's a 5-on-3 situation. This is one back. It'll be played across the Blazer. The floodgates really have opened up here in the second period. Blazer shoots wide. Hustwick. He'll play it into the middle. Geisler shoots. Save, rebound, just wide. Lots of traffic in front of Dominique Marquis. Played back to the line. Geisler again. Plays it over. This is back to Geisler. Shoots. Save, Marquis, and a good one. This will be played by the Muskies all the way down the ice. 3:18 to play here in the second. It's 5-1 Georgian Bay. They're on a 5-on-3 for another minute 18. Simmons gave it away. It's into the Muskies zone, however, and Hustwick plays it across the Blazer to Geisler at the line. Puts it across to Hustwick, back to Geisler. Has Blazer, shoots, save, rebound. It's loose and the Applekings have it. Oh, Hustwick from the goal line couldn't put it past them. Back to the line, kept in. 53 left on the 5-on-3. Played down low. Blazer across. Hustwick save. Marquis. And a good one. Applekings keep it in and keep the pressure on. Centering pass. Simmons down low. Out of the zone, and that's stopped by Marquis. He's been peppered here. It's a firing range. Centered off a body. Oh, that was a clear-cut one-timer, and it went off the toe of Marquis. And here comes Palmer the other way with a chance. Save Maneri. Shorthanded half break for Palmer, and here comes the Applekings the other way. 17 left in the 5-on-3. Pass across into the middle, nobody home. 11 seconds left in the 5-on-3. GW King with it. Down low, Fleming. Penalty's about to expire. It's put across the Blazer to GW King. Penalty's over, just wide. Both penalties expire. We're back to 5-on-5 here. Here's a shot. Now it's in behind the net for Georgian Bay. Centering pass. Here's another one. Save, Marquis. Still 5-1. 1:40 left in the second period. but all Applekings here in the second. It'll be centered. There's another chance, post and out. Bueller looking for the hat trick. It'll be given away, and now here come the Muskies. Pass across out of the reach of Coover. And it's in across the line, it's still in. Here's another shot, save Maneri. And it'll be played around, and Georgian Bay is going to be able to get there, and here they come in across the line once again. Bueller, drop pass, shot, scores! This time it's Bradley Wells. He puts it through Marquis, and it makes it 6-1 for the Applekings. Much to the delight of the home fans here in Thornbury. So Thornbury can't score on the full 2-minute 5-on-3, but they score on that rush, and it's Bradley Wells with the goal for Georgian Bay that gives them a 6-1 lead. And this will be played down and into the zone. Caruso going to the net, doesn't get the pass, and it'll be broken up easily by the Applekings, and here they come in across the line again. Keegan Hoover drops to Huswick, goes to the net, pass across, doesn't get there. Huswick, backhand into the middle. Here's a shot, stopped by Marquis, rebound, another one. And they can't get it past Marquis there, lots of opportunities though. But I have about 100 shots here in the second period. Here's a shot from outside, and that'll be swallowed up by Maneri, who hasn't really been that busy, but made some stops when he's needed to. 30.3 to go here in the second. Face-off coming up here to the left-hand side of Maneri. It's going to be won back by the Applekings. This puck is ahead, and now it's going to be Logan Hoover. In across the line, goes to the forehand, shoots! Just missed. Good move, Logan Hoover. And he just missed on the glove hand side. In behind the net, he goes into the corner after it. He gets bodied for his troubles. And it'll be controlled in behind the net by Shelburne with 5 seconds left in the period. As we played ahead. Picked off though, and in across the line, Reve, he gets it chipped off of his stick, and that will do it. We're through 40. The Georgian Bay Applekings commanding 6-1 lead after 40 here in Thornbury. Andrew Rodgers on the play-by-play with you at the Real Raji 21. We'll be back for period 3 in a little while. Stick around, everyone.
Live on YouTube, it's OEHL Hockey from the Beaver Valley Community Center and Arena in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada, for today's hockey game between the Shelburne Muskies and the Georgian Bay Applekings. Tonight's game is brought to you by Thornbury Clear Choice Pool and Spas. Come and visit their showroom at 4 Arthur Street West in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada. They are open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call 519-599-1154 or visit thornburyclearchoice.com for more details. Thornbury Clear Choice, Pool and Spas, pool cleaning made easy. And by Hometown Hall, your neighborhood spot for good drinks, local bites, and easy company. At Hometown Hall, we bring together craft beer, cider, and wine with snacks and stories from around Grey and Bruce County. Located at 49 Bruce Street South in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada. Closed Monday through Wednesday and open Thursday through Saturday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Sundays from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's first come, first served around here, so grab a spot, settle in, and let the good times roll. It's OEHL Hockey live on YouTube from Thornbury.
Welcome back into period number 3 here at the Beaver Valley Community Center and Arena. Andrew Rodgers with you for live OEHL action on YouTube at the Rio Raji 21. As we get set for third period action here. Before we do that, I do want to show a graphic. So tonight in the south there are 4 games. Tavistock at Seaforth, 7:30. Elora at Tilsonburg, 7:30. Erin Outlaws are in Dunnville at 8. Petrolia in Delhi at 8. Over in the north, Elmville in Creemore at 7:30. Ripley at Lucknow at 7:30. Just wanted to show you guys those as we get prepared to get underway here in the third. 6-1 Georgian Bay leads. This will be connected back, and the Applekings will send it in to the zone where Dominique Marquis remains in the net for the Shelburne Muskies. This is centered, saved by Marquis. Georgian Bay doing a nice job all night of crisp passes and really clean setups as Burke brings it down the ice and takes it into the corner. Plays it in for Weber in the corner. Weber trying to get it in front, no shot there, and Georgian Bay able to bring this puck down the ice. Ross, he gets tripped down by LaRue, who takes it and goes the other way with it. Upended was Neil Ross, and here's a shot saved by Maneri. Muskies have it in the Applekings zone. It'll be tipped down, no high sticking call, and here comes Wise. Keeps, he had Bueller who's looking for the hat trick and kept and put the shot on, and now Allen plays it in and goes in after it. King goes down as him and Allen came together, and it'll be deflected by Shelburne at the red line and shot in. Maneri leaves it there, it's played around. Allen in on the forecheck. Belvedere in support. Jamie Wise picks it off for the Applekings, and he'll skate it across center. He'll throw it into the zone. Applekings go in on the forecheck. DeCastro off the glass high, and it's Nicastro at the boards. Can't keep it out, or can't get it out. Wise on the backhand. Plays it to Hustwick. Back to Geisler. Shoots. Scores! Ryan Geisler, the latest goal scorer for the Georgian Bay Applekings, and it's 7-1 here in Thornbury. And that will do it for Dominique Marquis. Riley Hope is going to come in. So Giesler with the goal. Dominique Marquis' night is done. Riley Hope will take over in the nets for Shelburne the rest of the way. And it is 7-1 Georgian Bay here in Thornbury. And again, as the games go on and the scores get, well, more like this, it has a tendency to become chippy. So we'll keep an eye on that. And Noel Benedetti gets drilled in the corner. A little bit of a size disadvantage there as Bradley Wells took Benedetti down, and now he's in the corner. He'll play it around. Big body check there. It'll be brought up the ice by Shelburne, and it'll be sent in. No icing, waved off. It'll be played up the boards. Kept in by Shelburne. There's a shot. Glove save, Maneri, and he'll hang on. So entering the game, number 30, Riley Hope. He is 1-0 on the year. His lone appearance and win came in relief of Gatlin Burt. And I believe it came against Georgian Bay, if I'm not mistaken, in that 10-7 win. Gatlin Burt started. Riley Hope came in relief and ended up getting the win in that game, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the way that went. So for Hope, it's his second appearance of the season. This one's all the way down the ice. No icing. Muskies have it, and they'll play it ahead to Coover. Oh, he had to have kept his head on a swivel because he almost got blasted at the red line. Applekings after it in the corner. Bodied off the puck, and it's picked up by Danny Rivet. He's going to skate it ahead. They'll bring it into the Applekings zone, go wide. He got bodied off the puck. It's in behind the net for Logan Blazer, who plays it ahead. Mackenzie Fleming now. He'll bring it ahead, chased down by Steven Sims. Sims couldn't get to it, but he's got the puck now. He's bodied off the forecheck, and Sims plays it up the boards. Still kept in, though, by the Applekings as Fleming took his man to the ice. Fleming's got it. Shoots! Oh, he passed it. It went through the crease and out the other side. Now here comes the Muskies up the ice as Benedetti and Fleming got tied up at the far end, and it's in the Applekings zone as we approach 4 minutes, and we're going to get a penalty call here, and I don't know what's the penalty's going to be. I don't know what that penalty was. So it's a penalty against Shelburne for that. Benedetti gets whistled, and him and Mackenzie Fleming were coming up the ice late, and the referee whistled Benedetti for the penalty. And again, that's an odd one even for me, and it'll put the Applekings on the power play here in the third. Geisler at the line. He has the latest goal. Here's a shot off a body. And another check! What a hit on Logan Blazer after he blasted that into the shin guards. Was able to deliver was able on the receiving end of a crushing body check. Here's Keith Palmer up the ice shorthanded. Shoots Maneri, save, and he'll hold on. What a hit at the line. Now Logan Blazer blasted it from the line and then took a big body check. A big body check.
Winner of the 50-50 is number 2145778.
This will be won back by the Applekings, who will control it in their own end on this power play as Ross leaves it for Fleming. Fleming in across the line, goes wide. Centering pass, shot wide. Again, Riley Hope now in the nets for Shelburne, taking over for Marquis as Hope makes the save, and he'll pop up quickly there as Fleming and McGirt come together.
$177.50 is ticket number 2145778.
Face off here in the Shelburne zone with 1:17 remaining in the power play. 15:29 to go. This is one back to Geisler. He'll play it across the Blazer. Blazer to Jamie Wise. Wise goes to the backhand, plays it to the line. Blazer to Geisler. Geisler to Jamie Wise. It's in his skates. He's got it now, though. Plays it across. Good pass, and Hope makes the save. Blazer had to settle that down first, or else.
The food drive is number 216234. $250 back for the food drive, number 216234.
So still on the power play for another 57 seconds. It's down the ice by Shelburne. Maneri out to play it. Belvedere on the forecheck. This is played across. Reed Simmons, he'll play it in. Hope out to throw it into the corner. Wise up there. This line, Jamie Wise, Scott Huswick, and Reed Simmons. Been really good all night. Simmons grabs it in the corner. He'll play it back to the line. Geisler. Geisler plays it across. Jamie Wise down low. Over the stick of Simmons. He gets bodied. Plays it to the line. Geisler can't get there, and now it's going to be Shelburne the other way. Burke playing it in. He'll go in after it. And he gets taken down right in front of the official. No call. And Belvedere comes after the guy who went after Burke, and he's going to go after his man in behind the play here. And down they go. So, yeah, this is where it gets silly. So, Yep. So, not sure what they're going to call out of this, but that was silly. The most I can make out of that is Kyle Burke was coming into the zone and he was taken down in behind the net, and there was no penalty on the call. The referee right in front of it, and there was no whistle on the play. But then Jake Belvedere stepped in to come to defense of number 18 Kyle Burke and took the man down, and they scrummed in on the half boards there, and basically got really silly. So, you know, but everybody pretty vocal about whatever's going on here. So. Yep, so fantastic. Well, it doesn't take away the fact that the Applekings are ahead 7-1, and there's no penalties showing up on the scoreboard right now. So my only assumption here is that there are no current penalties. Out of all of that, you would expect there to be some anyway. Referee's going to try and sort all this out.
Live on YouTube, it's OEHL 154, or visit thornburyclearchoice.com for more 154, or visit thornburyclearchoice.com for more details. Thornbury Clear Choice, pool and spas. Pool cleaning made easy. And by Hometown Hall, your neighborhood spot for good drinks, local bites, and easy company. At Hometown Hall, we bring together craft beer, cider, and wine with snacks and stories from around Grey and Bruce County. Located at 49 Bruce Street South in Thornbury, Ontario, Canada. Closed Monday through Wednesday and open Thursday through Saturday from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Sundays from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. It's first come, first served around here, so grab a spot, settle in, and let the good times roll. It's OEHL Hockey live on YouTube from Thornbury.
Back inside the Beaver Valley Community Center and Arena, it looks like we're going to get underway here again. They've seemed to sort everything out at least, and play will continue on.
Just in case you guys missed it, 50-50 draws for $177.50. The ticket is 214-577. Blue Drive draw was ticket number 26-234, $250 cash. Thanks
So
very much.
out of all of that, it looks like Shelburne is going to come away with a power play here. So yep, it's hard up here because how am I supposed to know anything about anything is happening? So Shelburne wins the faceoff. They have it back in their own end, and they'll control on this power play. So he's sent ahead and into the Applekings zone. They'll go in after it. Maybe sent down the ice by the Applekings. Shelburne back to get it. Oops. Muskie's going to start out in their own end, and this will come up the ice. Palmer. He still has the puck on the backhand, trying to center nobody home, but he still has control of the puck. Plays it back to Carter LaRue. He's the only goal scorer for Shelburne in this game. Centering, scores! And it's Kyle Burke on the power play. Makes it 7-2. Good pass across there to Burke, who makes no mistake. And it's 7-2 now. So 13:29 to go here in the third, and it's 7-2 now. Here's Mackenzie Fleming. Shoots, scores! Oh, that was fast. Gets it right back. Mackenzie Fleming beating Riley Hope literally right seconds after that face-off. And Fleming gets that one back. It's now 8-2 for the Applekings. Face off here at center, 13 now 25. Off that face off, Mackenzie Fleming with the goal, and that makes it 8-2 for the Applekings. McGirt goes down, Applekings in across the line. Shot just over the net there of Riley Hope. It'll be backhanded to the Georgian Bay blue line. Ross. LaRue takes him in. Bueller and Fleming up the ice now. Fleming. Shot there. They score! Fleming again! And Mackenzie Fleming scores back-to-back goals after the Kyle Burke power play goal. And it's now 9-2 for the Georgian Bay Applekings.
Goal scored by number 19, Matt Fleming, with goal number 10, Evan Bueller.
This one's into the Applekings zone. 9-2 with 12:50 to go here in the third. To be played ahead and all the way back into the Shelburne zone. This one's ahead off the stick of Danny Rivet, and it'll be picked up by Jamie Wise. Back into the zone now, and here it's ahead to Simmons. It's out of his reach. Be picked up by Shelburne. Look out. Rivet lined up by Wise. They come together on the boards. Now it's going to be Simmons putting it in. Shelburne back to get it in their own end. Benedito ahead. But it'll be intercepted though by King. He gets bodied off the puck. Big check there by Benedito, and they come together, and this is right down below us here as Danny Rivet comes in. He pushes Benedito GW King, and now we get some more rough stuff here. Bradley Wells want nothing to do with that. And again, you expect this in a 9-2 game. It happens. So we'll get a cross-checking penalty out of all of that, and it'll be to the newcomer Shelburne, Andrew Benedito, and face-off will be outside of the Shelburne blue line. That'll be his night too. So 12:06 to go now, and the Applekings are on the power play. And Danny Rivet's got to come off here as the Muskies are shorthanded. It's be one into the corner. Shelburne going to try and get this puck out. Can't. Now it's going to be played by Nicastro. He'll bring it ahead. Allen going to the net looking for a pass. He can't get there, and it's in behind the net now. Applekings trying to bring it up the ice, and it'll be played at the blue line. And now here comes Bradley Wells. He shoots off a stick, out of play. .128 left in the power play for Georgian Bay. That one's off the glass and out of the zone. Big face-off win there, just went right out of the zone. GW King back in behind his own net. He's got the puck now and he'll play it ahead. Simmons. Good pass there to Jamie Wise. Wise has Bueller. Fraser Cocker battling in front with Wells, I believe that's who that is. Here's a centering pass. Backhand scores! Sorry, that's Neil Ross and Fraser Cocker. They were battling in front of the net. But what a goal and what a backhand from Jamie Wise, number 39, and he beat Riley Hope, and that makes it a 10-2 game. It's a power play goal for Georgian Bay as they extend their lead. With 11:08 now to go, and it's 10-2 for the Applekings. Yep. I believe it's Jamie Wise that caught that one. Yep. Jamie Wise with the goal that makes it 10-2. Here's Keith Palmer with it now. He'll play it ahead, and Burke will put it in and go in after it, but it's just played out by the Applekings. Carter LaRue throws it ahead. Burke in across the line with Weber. Weber now to the net off a skate and wide. It's going to come to McGurk on the boards. He'll play it down low. Tipped across McGurk again. This time Shelburne trying to get a shot away, can't. And a big body collision there. Weber with the body check, as that's going to be an icing call against Georgian Bay. And with 10:32 to go, we have a 10-2 game for the Applekings. Applekings are going to pull their record to 500 with the win, 7-7. While the Muskies will lose for the 9th consecutive time, and they fall to 3-9-2. With the loss in this one, this will be sent in and back to get it. Big check there along the boards, and Fleming will get it out. Now it's Keegan Hoover. Hoover, he'll play it into the corner and just peel back. This will be played ahead to Palmer, who'll put it over to Weber. In across the line he comes. Shoots, just missing. Blocker hand side. Good chance there for number 12, Chris Weber. And now it'll be shot in by Huswick, and he'll peel to the bench. And behind the net is Shelburne, as they're going to take control of it there with 9:45 to go in the third. Up to Allen, it's out of his reach. Wise gets it. He didn't like that run by from Corey Allen. And now it's going to be ahead, and Allen and Wise continuing to talk out there, and Allen tips it to the blue line. Wise with it again into the center, and Nicastro had that puck stripped away, and Logan Blazer in across the line now. He'll shoot it around, and Nicastro gives him a hit. McGurk in the corner. He's got it still, and he'll skate it out of the zone. Cross center into the zone there. Shoots just wide. Tried to get the rebound off the end boards, didn't get there. Now here comes Georgian Bay up the ice. They're in across the line, pass to the middle, and no shot there. So we played away, and Wise has it again. Him and Nicastro battling. Centering pass, here's another chance, just wide, and another whistle. .840 now to go here in the third. Applekings continuing the lead. Face off here to the left of Riley Hope. Sebastian DeCastro with it now for Shelburne. He's going to skate it up out of his zone, play it to Vincent DeCastro in across the line. Drops for Danny Hervé. Tried to play it into the middle, couldn't get it there. Big body check in the corner. Hervé and Neil Ross coming together there. Hervé can't get it, but now he's got it again. Plays it across right to the Applekings, and it's sent back to center. It's a shot in by Prentice, and Maneri's in behind the net with it. Ross up the boards to Fleming. Fleming in his own end on the backhand. Still has control of the puck as we are at 7:50 to go here in the third. Fleming across. G.W. King, he'll play it ahead. He was looking for Keegan Hoover, and he just deflects it into the zone of Shelburne. He played across, and this is going to be Palmer ahead. Palmer to the outside. Takes it in behind the net, doesn't get the shot away, still has the puck. Palmer, try to play it down low and does. Caruso tried to bank it in off Maneri, and it'll be whistled down. 7:22 to go here in the third period. 10-2 Applekings with the lead.
What was the last goal? What was the last game? What was it?
Pardon me?
The last goal in the last game they played. What's the game the Applegate?
10-5 over Lucknow is their last game. This one's ahead, and here they come again. Applekings in across the line. Back past the Wise. Makes a move, shoots. Saved by Hope. Yeah, last time out for Georgian Bay, a 10-5 win over Lucknow, and a victory over the Ripley Wolves 7-5. So this would be their third straight win. He plays it out, I know. It's out now, and here's Ross. He'll play it into the middle to Huswick. Shoots on Hope. He makes the save. It's into the corner. It'll be played to the line. Wells can't keep it in, but he gets hit, and Cocker takes a swipe at him, and they don't like that. It goes unnoticed, but he took a right hand, and here's a shot, and Hope makes the save. And it'll be whistled down. Like I say, mass frustration on the side of Shelburne at this point. I mean, it's like, what do you do at this point for them? It's hard to say. 6:01 to go here in the third, and the Applekings have this one in the bag. It's 10-2. Shelburne has it in their own end, and they'll play it ahead. This will be shot in behind the net of Maneri, and he's going to stick it away there. Battle for it in the corner, and Georgian Bay trying to get control of it, and they do. It's back to Carter LaRue at the line. He shoots, that's wide, off the end boards, and it doesn't get to the front of the net, and here's Fleming. Fleming up the ice, in across the line, they're onside. Fleming to the middle, it was intercepted though by Shelburne. LaRue tried to get it past Fleming and does, and now it's going to come up to Nicastro, who's going to play it out. Here's Bueller. He's got two in the game. He'll just throw it into the corner. Approaching 5 minutes to play here in the third. Battle for it in the corner. And Caruso comes up with it. He had it sticked away. Now it's going to come to the line and out. Pride's on the line as well here, folks. I mean, you hate to come into a game and lose in this fashion. You know, people on both sides, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen it tons of times in senior hockey where teams get absolutely demolished, and it's a tough thing, but it does happen. So, kind of got to look at it from both sides of the coin. As Caruso picks it up at center. It's in some skates, and it'll be played to Ross. He'll play it ahead. DeCastro plays it across. Here comes McGurk. Cross center, dumps it in on Maneri. Excuse me. Danny Hervé in behind the net. Tried to center, couldn't. They battle for it in the corner. Hervé centering! Chance there for Shelburne, but Maneri able to be sharp, and that one's to the line and out. Over the stick of Bueller, he might have gotten away there, but DeCastro now, as he brings it across center, or across the blue line and shoots this off skate, or sticking out of the zone. off the netting and out of play. 7:38. A lot of games getting underway across the league. Apologies for folks watching and potentially any streaming issues that you've encountered. It was pretty clean for the most part in this hockey game, but it is a very cold arena, so trying to do our best here. Sebastian DeCastro with it, plays it ahead to Weber. Weber turns, try to go across the zone, gets hit, and Fleming picks up the puck at center. He'll bring it in across the line, shoots on Hope, makes the save. This one is going to be Shelburne with the puck, and it's Palmer. 3:25 to go in a 10-2 game. Palmer up the ice. Cross center and into the Georgian Bay zone to the backhand. Tries to go in behind the net, loses the puck, but gives it there. Palmer gets it back. Tries to shoot, but he passes instead. Good save, Maneri, who hasn't been very busy in this game. We got a penalty now for interference, and not really sure who it's going to be against. It looks like the Applekings. So put the Shelburne Muskies on the power play here. Interference puts the Muskies on the power play, and it's Carter Leroux. Leroux plays it across, and this is Weber, shoots off a stick and out of play. 2:59 to go here in the third. 10-2 Applekings is the score. Back to Leroux. He's got Allen in front, shoots, and Maneri makes the save. .145 to go in the penalty for the Shelburne power play. This one's to the line, and Leroux can't keep it in, and he'll have to come back for it. Carter Leroux in his own end. He'll play it away to Chris Weber. Had it sticked away, GW King, he just sends it in. 2:30 now to go here in the third. Just want to take an opportunity to say Merry Christmas and to everyone out there watching. Hopefully everybody has a good Christmas holiday and festive Christmas Day and Boxing Day, of course. The league resumes play on the 27th of December. That's a Saturday. If you want to watch another broadcast on the Real Raji 21, as Beaver has it now, and he has a chance at the hat trick. Shoot, saved by Hope, and he holds on. That was Beaver's opportunity at the hat trick, and Riley Hope makes the save. Yeah, if you guys want to watch another game, the next time I'll be on the air is Saturday, December 27th. It's a 5 o'clock game in Saugeen Shores at the Plex in Port Elgin. It's the Winterhawks and the Minto 81s. I'll be on the air for that. It's a 5 o'clock start on the 27th of December. But, yeah, so a couple games tomorrow as well. I believe it's one in the north, one in the south, as the Muskies have control in the Applekings zone. It's a 10-2 game. Nicastro in the corner, trying to walk out with it, plays it down low. Be centered, looking for Nicastro, who's off a body, and now it's going to be Bueller skating it out. Yep, and this will be played in. 1:15 to go, and Coover's got it in the corner. He'll play it across to McGurk. That's going to be Belvedere, who was out of his reach, but now he's got it again. Nicastro couldn't get the shot, and we're into the final minute of the third. Mackenzie Fleming with the puck in behind his own net. He's going to play it away. Bueller can't get a stick on it, but they're going to call it no icing. Penalty is over. We're in the final minute now. This one's ahead to Nicastro, and he'll play it ahead. Coover into the corner after it. Can't get there. He puts a body check on, and McGurk plays it across. Prentice shoots it in on Maneri. Glove save, he'll drop it there. This will be played off the boards, and Nicastro takes a hit. This one's down the ice, no icing. Still no whistle, and the final 10 seconds are going to tick down here. And that will do it. That will do it. The horn will sound at the Christmas break. The Applekings are 500 with the win. Dominating fashion, a 10-2 victory over the Shelburne Muskies. And with the win, they are now 7-7 with 6 games remaining on their schedule. For the Shelburne Muskies, 3-9-2 now on the season. And plenty of questions going into this Christmas break. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Always interesting with senior hockey. You never know what you're going to get. I've seen enough of it to know how it works. That's why I just don't say anything. What can you say, really? Anyway, a game has been played, 2 points have been earned, and the Applekings are 7-7 after the win. That'll do it from Thornbury. Andrew Rodgers signing off. It's a Applekings win, 10-2. And happy holidays, Merry Christmas, everyone. We'll